morning, everyone. Respected Dean Mihoff, Dean Payer, Dr. Jacobs, Mr. Euonymus. Today, we gather in festivities and celebrations. We gather with our loved families, our supportive partners, our distinguished faculty and staff, and we gather amongst us, the MBA class.
The best MBA class of 23J.
Well said. Today, we stay united in celebrations, ready to embark on the next chapter of our lives. But why? Why are we celebrating? Is it because we are graduating from INSEAD?
Lindsay, can I give another executive summary here? My fellow INSEADers, we are at the top of the business schools of the world. We are forerunners in sustainability and the environment, and we are more or less at the forefront of gender equality, diversity, and inclusion, with 70 nationalities in one batch, women on the rise leading our cohort, and with our out-SEAD community lighting up the beacon of the next step of inclusivity.
But isn't it the same for all batches? Why are we celebrating?
My dear long-nosed friend Patrice once said, we decide what we want to celebrate. And today, we are celebrating us. We are celebrating because we are the best. And for our families and friends present back there, we are going to tell you why we are the best. Though you're not going to understand most of what we are saying, please bear with us.
And before we start, joining us in applauding your sons and daughters and loved ones, and we are going to tell you why they are the best humans who have ever existed.
Yalla.
As we look around this room, we see an incredibly diverse group of humans who came together from different corners of the globe, each carrying unique experiences, perspectives, and aspirations, leaving behind their comfort zones, diving into uncertainty to embark on this remarkable voyage of knowledge, growth, transformation, excellence,
celebration, parties, drinks, craziness.
Yes, excellence, resilience, and brilliance, where each one of us came as an individual, as a me. And this crossroads, we flip the me into a we.
Some of us are blessed with huge family businesses. Others are here through alumni or Robin Hood or other scholarships. Some of us are consultants, most of us. Others are engineers, financiers, musicians, magicians, circus artists. Some of us have kids. Others are still kids. Yet it is our collective differences, or to put it in our positive terms, diversity, that we created the we. Here, we belong.
So what makes our collective we so special?
We are the best MBA class that did not miss any class. This is the biggest thing we have in common. I did not miss any class.
We started in Singi.
We started in Fonti. And imagine our dear families back there that we started having cross-continental fights on which campus is better.
Our Singi crew nominated the future Dean of INSEAD, future national leader, founder of a future unicorn, and also who's most likely to drop out of the MBA but actually still graduating today.
Then we were put in sections. And imagine out of a simple section grouping came, again, a feeling of belonging. Imagine that we had 2 sections out of 6 fighting on which section is better, is best. Until section 2, a group of 70 humans self-proclaimed themselves the flagship section and did an award ceremony for themselves. Can you understand that? I couldn't. I was in section 1. We didn't care, and we know that we are the best. Yalla!
You know, it's been very hard to define an identity of a collective. During the last month, we were constantly in search of what truly makes our batch special. Why do we feel a belonging to that larger collective that is bigger than us, the we?
We, as a collective, we created stories. We embodied homes and gave them names and spirits. The Casanova crew created unbreakable bonds with weekly birthdays and birthdays and birthdays. The most elegant fleury boys made us wait for palatial evening at the chateau. The Havelli mansion echoed with heartfelt conversations. The Vivante crew invited us to spend whole days and nights strolling their gardens and corridors and basements. And with the prisoners, as our student council was saying, I think we all know what happens in the dungeon there.
Our Keystone House became renowned for its endless parties, nicknamed Weird House but Fine. Our Heritage View gave us heartwarming barbecue gatherings, and the Life Rooftop lit our lives with the most wonderful sunsets and birthday celebrations.
So from igniting our shared homes, we went on a strike of gatherings that transmitted our cultures to our friends. We started with the Colonies Trio and ended up with weekly Latin parties and Afrobeat nights. We waited for cozy bonfires at MDM with Gajra, for Club 16 on the 16th, for Club 8 barbecues. We waited for the Buddha House heart-filled Sunday dinners. We waited for Victoire invitations and surprises and attacks.
We took over Timber with its pricey drinks, Roots with its Friday afternoon laughters and breeze, and the unforgettable P2 story that felt like a graduation. And karaoke.
Karaoke. This is the most we karaokeed in our lives, I think.
Again, through these memories, we have a spirit, a crazy spirit. Collectively, we eagerly waited for themed Friday dress-ups with our professors wearing banana shirts. Collectively, we show the true colors of our cultures during Culture Festival.
Collectively, we created Tetris competitions and competed in between classes in the 15 minutes breaks or during classes while preparing for IVC competitions. Collectively, we did meme sayad. Can we have a huge round of applause for our meme lords? They smoothened our days and nights with hilarious memes that became year-long themes. Collectively, we had Sin Sayad. And what the sin stands for is we will keep it up for the speculation of our audience. Collectively, at last, we grew old and had a thriving senior Sayad club talking wisely about nonsense. So, you see, we do have a spirit, a collective spirit, a we. And thanks to this belonging, we achieved so much together. We conquered the world together.
We explored like 70 countries across 6 continents, from east to west, from Korea, Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, Greater China, all the way to USA, Canada, and Latin America. From the shores of Croatia to the endless nights in Bali. From the deep, lively street of Budapest to the cheerful trips to Champagne.
We conquered the mountaintops of Val d'Isère, where our mountain Sayad crew took us, down to the canals of Amsterdam. We conquered the whole of the Mediterranean basin, from France to Spain to Greece, Italy, Portugal, Turkey, and the whole of the Arab world and North Africa. I mean, we went island hopping, from Malta, Cyprus, Rhodes, to Pankil Islands with my fellow Pankilians. From Lebanon, where our 130 guests, thank you, changed the economy. You changed the economy of our country to Palestine and Israel, where our hosts showed the true colors of their countries. And as Dimiov was saying, this is the place where we solve the problems of the world. This is the place where we are going to solve the problems of the Middle East, the problems of Russia and Ukraine, and the problems of the whole world. Anyhow, we made the whole world our home. We traveled the world for recruiting opportunities. We did treks in South Africa, Spain, US, Netherlands, Dubai, London, you name it. And we visited, for the first time in the history of business schools, Saudi Arabia.
This is what we achieved this year. We pride ourselves for being friends with our teams who won the Wharton Mint competition, NYU Peach competition, who won the PEVC case competition, product games, countless trophies brought back to INSEAD, and others against the world's finest business schools. Achievement after another, where each one of us, the me, participated in greater we. We had sports teams that dominated in marathons, in rugby, in golf, in football, in basketball, until we won the whole of the MBA Spring Games in Spain against all the schools.
We destroyed them. We did so much together, yet this powerful collective has more to come and to overcome. We have responsibilities. Nature, our planet, is calling upon us. Our Environment and Business Club was a role model in leading that fight. They pushed for courses, they participated in the biggest conferences around, they supported INSEAD in its campus environmental transition, and they handled the launch week. And we think they should continue handling it every batch. We, as future leaders, we have to be conscious about each and every decision we make. Because, as my dear Frère Jan, co-president of our Environment Club, said in his launch week speech, it is not a question of risks that weigh on our planet, societies, and businesses, but above all, a question of opportunities to review business models and bring out new businesses and new leaderships that we can seize. We have to seize these opportunities.
Women, my dear friends, it is time for us to shine. We have half of our clubs led by women, organizing countless events discussing women in workforce and the world, and INSEAD, being one of the first business schools welcoming female students, stands as a testament to the progress we have made. While we can take pride in the increasing number of women pursuing business education and leadership roles, women continue to face unique challenges in our professional journeys. Gender bias, glass ceilings, and limited representation in senior leadership positions. Collectively, we should create an ecosystem that values diverse perspectives, treasures talents regardless of gender, and promotes an inclusive and equitable future.
Communities, our communities need us. Our INSEAD team was one of the most active in years, representing INSEAD in the biggest LGBTQ events, connecting the cohort all the way back to the beginning of INSEAD with its founder from the year 2000. They organized events, they participated in Culture Week. But remember that we are the next step of inclusivity. To each and to us, a battle to fight. So take heart, love will prevail.
We achieved a lot together, and we have a long, long way ahead of us. We went through a journey of hardship, juggling between sense and nonsense, courses, clubs, networking, recruiting, and travels. We left behind our loved ones, straight into uncertainty, and embarked on a life-changing journey far from home.
And far from home, we had fights between friends, between study groups, between partners. Lindsay and I met through a fight too. And after these fights, we ended up spending days and nights in meeting rooms, helping one another during recruitment season. Not only delivering more than 2,000 case interviews, but also learning about us as humans. Some peers have kids. Some peers had children during these years. We have mothers who are handling recruiting and networking and academics and kids at home. And to our partners, you faced your own challenges and your own uncertainties. I think you should be also seated here with us. So you juggled your own careers, your responsibilities, your own dreams, all while being a pillar of support for your partner and for all of us. You are part of our we. Some of us lost family, parents. Some of us lost close friends.
Despite the obstacles, we overcame. We banded together, one community, supporting and uplifting one another in times of hardship. We formed connections that transcend borders, cultures, and backgrounds. We shared our fragilities, celebrated each other's victories, and held one another up. Here, the me flipped into a we, and we became family.
Now, our big collective family we is breaking. And as we march forward into the world, joining the bigger we, back to our families and friends, we will create new realities, new friendships, and new relationships. As we join the we of the bigger INSEAD alumni family, the we of the future business leaders of the world, we will always belong to our we, the best MBA class of 23J.
Today, we stand on the precipice of open possibilities. We are regrouping, conquering again the world, and knowing that we have a family, a home in each corner of this planet, from Latin to North America, from Europe to Africa, from Australia to Asia. We are positive that as we march forward into our new lives, we will gather again someday.
And that day is near. We will sit at the same table, share the same food, sip from the same bottle, and talk about what we
Together have built.